Alrighty, so let's start with our breathing in. Magnets together, foot centers actively weighted into the floor. Let's take a nice deep breath to lift the toes and the shoulders. And exhale to lower. Again, inhale, lift the toes and shoulders. As we lower, grow taller through the crown of the head, ribs and belly in. 2 more. Last one. Take a plie, arms reach forward, and exhale to lengthen. Again, thinking of a wall behind us, gliding straight down that wall. 2 more, plie. Last one to stay. Hold it, shoulders down, ribs in, abs in, pulsing those hips down towards the heels. Last set. Let's take a full breath to lengthen through the legs. Arms reach up overhead, and let's roll it down, articulating through the spine, rounding and contracting through the back, dropping the head heavy, pulse the spine. Keeping those hips directly over the heel foot center. 2 more. Last set. Bending at those knees. Let's take a plie. And extend. Again, plie. And lengthen. 2 more. Bend. And stretch. Last one. And exhale. Head is heavy. Roll it up in 2. Articulating through the spine. Head is the last thing to come up. Let's roll the shoulders back. One more roll. And center. From here, take an inhale to look to the right. And center. Through the left. Look to the right to stay. Hold it. Pulse the chin back. Last set. Now take a full breath to roll the chin down through center, over to the left side. Pulse the chin back. Again, roll the chin down. Pulse for 2. And last. Bring it back to center. Bend at those knees, arms come up. And exhale to lengthen through those legs. Again, take a plie. 2 more. Last one. Lifting all 10 toes. Let's find a turnout. Bringing the heels together. Think of the toes aligned where your knees will bend naturally, pulling in through the abdominal, zipper through the magnets. Let's take an inhale to plie. Arms come up. And exhale to lift. Again, plie. 2 more. Last one. And center. Keeping that length. Let's bring both arms up. Hands behind the head. Actively press into your hands. Shoulders down, ribs in. We're going to lift out of those hips and press those ribs and hips towards the side. And again, full breath. Inhale to lift through center. And over to the other side. 2 more. Last one. Pull back to center. Arms lift, and let's roll it down. Lead with the crown of the head. Round and contract the spine. Dropping the head heavy. Again, want you to think of keeping those hips directly over the heels. So not leaning back, pulling up through the lower abdominals, hollowing through the low belly. Pulse. As we stretch the spine down towards the ground, we're pulling the ribs and those abs up towards the ceiling. 2 more sets. Last one. Initiating from the lower abs, third quadrant, we're going to bring that tailbone under, take a plie, and then press through those heels, actively pull up through those inner thighs. And again, inhale to plie, trying to find that ball shape. 2 more, bend at those knees, and exhale to lengthen. 1 more time, plie, and lengthen. And let's roll up into all the way through. Take a double breath to open those legs. Back to parallel, lift to turn out. So you're in that right second, thinking of the heels aligned with the shoulders. Plie, arms come up, and exhale to lengthen. Again, bend at those knees, lift and extend. 2 more, plie. Last one. And center. Bring both arms up, hands behind the head again. Actively press your head into your hands, shoulders down, ribs pulling in. Want you to think of the inner thighs and the heels pulling in through the inside of those legs, feeling that connection into our midline, keeping that organized and the lower hemisphere in place. We're going to go into a side bend. So up and over to that right side, and then a full breath to pull back to center. Other side, lift through the spine to take it over. And a full breath to pull back to center. 1 more on each side. And bring it back to the left. And back to center. Arms reach overhead. Let's roll it down. 2 breaths. Again, keep those hips over those heels, rounding, contracting through that spine, and pulse it for 2. Last set. Bending at those knees, take a plie, and extend. Again, bend and lengthen. 2 more, bend and stretch. Last one. And lengthen, roll up into all the way through. Walk your feet in. All the way back to parallel. Deep breath, arms come up, and let's roll it down. You're going to reach for that towel, grab it from the center, and then roll the spine up. Good. So let's go into holding onto the towel from the bottom. So you want your forearms parallel to the ground, elbows are hugging into the waistline, magnets pulling in, standing nice and tall, shoulders roll them down and back, your spine. From here, finding a nice even grip through the wrists and those hands. We're going to inhale to pull the towel top, exhale, release. Inhale to pull and release. You want to feel that width across the collarbone, width across the shoulder blades. 2 more. Pull the towel. Last one. Now keep that towel taut. Let's just extend from those elbows down and pull it back in. Add in a little bicep curl. Keep opening through the front of the collarbone. Keep drawing down through the shoulder blades. 2 more. Last one. Hold it. So keeping the forearms parallel to the ground, we're going to extend, reach those arms forward, offering something, offering that towel, and then exhale to pull back in. And again, inhale to extend, arms reach forward, exhale to pull it in. Keep going. 2 more. Last one. And lengthen those arms. Don't lose that tension through the towel. Keep it taut. We're going to inhale, lift those arms towards the sternum, and exhale to lower. And again, arms lift. You'll start feeling those shoulders work. 2 more. lift, and lower. Last one, up to stay. Little pulses, up, up. Keep the width across the collarbone. 2 more. Last set, and lower it down. Release that tension. Roll the shoulders back. 1 more roll, and center. Good. Now, you're going to fold your towel in half, measure the width of the collarbone, and then on that, let go of the folded end of the towel. That point is going to be your grip. So you're basically doing double the width of the collarbone, or think almost like the length of one of your arms. So you're finding pretty much an even triangle with that shape in the towel. So keeping the legs together, foot center's heavy, relax your toes, pulling up to the inner thigh through your magnets and midline. We're going to bring the towel out. Now, wrist, you want the wrist to be nice and straight. Lengthen through the wrist, lengthen through the knuckles. You're going to take an inhale to pull the towel and release. Try to find that same width we just worked on with the seated humerus pull. So think of maintaining the width across the collarbone and maintaining the width across the shoulder blades. And release. Inhale to pull. 2 more. Last one to stay. We're going to inhale, lift to the sternum. Hold it here. Working through the feet. We're going to press into the right ball of the foot and exhale, lower. Keep that tension through the towel. Left heel lifts and lower. Notice your pelvis, your hips stay even across and lower. It's a fold at the hip and the knee and lower. 2 more. Inhale. We're going to go into a double breath to your toes and inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Ball, toe, ball, and heel. Keep going. I'm going to go sideways. Lift, lift, down, down. Keeping your length and your lift through your standing leg. 2 more. Last set. Adding to this, double inhale. Exhale, we lift that right knee into a prance. Inhale, lower. Double exhale, walk through the foot, left side. One more. Bend at the knees, arms lift overhead. And exhale to lift, arms to the sternum again. Inhale to lengthen through the spine and grow taller as we lower the towel. 2 more. Keep those ribs in. There's a wall behind you as we plie. And lengthen. One last time. And exhale to lift. Arms come down. Bend at the knees. Roll the shoulders back. Roll it back. One more each side. Exaggerate that roll. Release any tension. And center. Lifting all 10 toes. Let's find a turnout. The heels together. So you want to go into your natural turnout from your hip socket. You want to overdo that turnout. So think of lifting the weight of the toes and then from your femur, work that rotation through the back of the leg and the glute muscles. From there, we're going to bring the towel taut and let's reach those arms back overhead. We're still keeping the ribs in, shoulder blades down the back, neck is nice and easy to move. Pull the towel taut and slight release. Inhale to pull, release. Keep going. You want the towel aligned with the crown of the head. Pull and release. 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Now, we're going to work into our posterior range of motion with those arms. So, if you have a mirror in front of you to look at yourself, Keeping the towel top, the ribs and abs in. I want you to open through the collarbone to reach those arms back behind you, tapping the crown of the head on the mirror, and then exhale to pull back in. So that's our first range. And we inhale to reach back to the top of the head and exhale to lift. Again, keeping that even. Pull through the inside and the outside of the hand of your grip and maintaining that even width across the front and the back of your shoulders and your chest. Adding on, we take it back to that point and hold it, pulse it, back, back. Two more. Last set. And bring those arms up and reach them forward. Bend at those knees. Right shoulder rolls back. Through the left. The right. Left side. Adding to this, bring the towel top. Arms lift, ribs and abs in. We take it to a further point. So reach back to the base of the head and then pull back to the center of the crown of the head. And again, inhale to reach back. Exhale to lift. Two more here. Reach and up. Last one to stay. Hold it. Pulse it back. We're reaching back and down. Ribs in, abs in. Back line is long. Two. Last set. And inhale, arms lift and press them forward. Take a plie. Right shoulder rolls back. Through the left. The right. Left side. And center. Bring the towel taut. Ribs and abs in. Arms reach overhead. Taking it to our furthest point from the top. We reach back on an inhale to the base of the shoulder blades and then exhale to lift. And again, those ribs stay in and up. Two more. Think of carving that space behind you and exhale to lift. One more time. Pull the towel taut and lift. Take it to that point to stay. Pulse it. Two more. Last set. And a full breath to lift and press forward. Take that plie. Right shoulder. Roll it back. Through the left. One more time. The left. And center. Bring the towel top. Arms reach back overhead. Now, this time we're going to go into our W pull from the towel overhead. So keeping the tension, ribs, abs in. We're going to take our focus down as we pull that towel behind the head into that W pull. And then exhale to lengthen. Again, let's just keep it to the back. Look down on the inhale. And exhale to lift. Two more. Last one. Now we switch. We're taking the towel towards the front of the chest as we look up, extending that neck. And then exhale to lengthen again. Keep that towel taut. And lift. Two more. Looking up. Maintaining that length and space through the cervical spine. And center. Pull the W down through the back of the body. Elbows in and all the way through. Let's wrap the towel, rotate the elbows forward, then take a plie around the back. Give me 2 sets of pulses here. Last set. And lengthen through the legs, elbows in, reach the towel back. And again, pull the towel in, wrap around, contract. 2 pulses. Elbows in and reach back. 2 more. Last one. hold it there. So we're still on that turnout. Roll the shoulders back, draw them down the back ribs in. We're going to pull the towel taut here and release. Pulling taut and release. Watch your elbows. Make sure you don't hyperextend through those elbows. So slightly soften. 2 more. Pull taut to stay. Keep that tension. We go up now. We lift to the base of the waist and lower. Inhale to lift and lower. So just like we worked 3 positions coming up from the top, we're going to do the same from the bottom. So we're going to find that lift, hold it to that first range, pulse it up. We're still keeping those ribs in, abs in, and 2. Bring those arms down, take a plie, round the towel, give it a little break, and then lengthen through the legs, bring the towel taut, going up a little bit higher, lifting to the base of the shoulder blades, and lower. Again, lift and lower. 2 more, up. Hold the lift, little pulses, up, up. And 2. Keep those ribs in. And we lower. Bend at those elbows. Round, contract the spine, plie. And then full breath to lengthen, reach back. Towel taut. We bring it to our highest point. Right behind the shoulder blades. And lower. Inhale, we lift. 2 more. Last one. Take it to that point to stay. Hold it. Little pulses. Up, up. Zipper those magnets. Pull the ribs in. Keep the length through the spine. And last set. And lower it down. Take a plie around the back. And lengthen. One more time. We're going to go into a full range of motion. So let's just start with a W pull, bringing the towel up and then pressing it down. So finding that anterior range of motion as we inhale to lift, then exhale, bend through the W, pass it through. Elbows bend, towel up, exhale, lower. Again. 2 more. Last one. This time, we're going to go into that full range of motion. So going through that full anterior range of motion on an inhale. Ribs in, exhale, arms reach back overhead. If this is not on your shoulders or your body, keep working through the W pull. And then we inhale to lift, exhale, lower. Again. Two more. Last one. And center. Take a plie, roll that right shoulder back. And exhale. The left. 2 more. And center. Bringing your feet back to parallel. Place together, magnets together. Let's bring the towel taut. Find that tension and then lift those arms overhead, keeping the ribs in. So going from a closed chain connection into an open chain connection, we're going to take an inhale here, pull that towel taut, and as you exhale, you're going to bring both hands behind the head, releasing and opening that chain. And then we inhale, pull back to taut, exhale, release. So finding taut here, and then as release, think of creating a U shape with that towel behind you. 2 more, pull the towel taut, and then arms back, Last one, pull and bend. Now from here, we're going to go into a thoracic protraction. So think of rounding that upper back, elbows pull in, look down, and then open, bring it back to center. And again, rounding that upper back. 2 more. Last one. Pull the towel taut and arms come down. Adding to those. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Inhale to round. Exhale to open. Again, arms lift and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Full breath to round that thoracic spine. Full breath to lengthen back to vertical. And inhale to lift those arms. Hold the towel taut. One more time. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to add a plie to that piece. So, I'm just going to go sideways, stay facing forward. Magnets together still, bring the towel taut. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, release the top. Full breath, still rounding just to the upper back as we add a plie. Lengthen through the legs, open those elbows. Inhale, arms up, and exhale to lower. Let's breathe and move, and two more. Last one. Roll the shoulders back. One more time. Good. Now, since we've moved through that full range of motion through our arms and our shoulders, and we've worked a little bit of that closed chain, open chain, we're going to go into our jumping rope. So let's bring the towel taut. Have a full breath to bring those arms up. Bend at those knees. Release the closed chain. You jump back, both feet. Bring up to vertical, towel taut, and arms reach overhead. And then we reverse it. Full breath. Inhale to lift. As you exhale, lower the towel, round, contract the spine, release the pull. Step, step. Pull the towel taut, lengthen through the spine and arms reach and overhead. So there is a little bit of a twist right about here. There has to be a twist through the towel. Step, step, pull the towel taut, arms reach up and overhead. It's the same thing when we go forward. We lift, contract forward. Step, step. Right here, there's that little rotation to pull the towel taut as we lengthen through the spine. Lift and bring it forward. Good. I'm going to go sideways. And let's just use the breath and move with it. So pull the towel taut and breath there. So roll the shoulders back. One more roll. And center. Let's take a double breath here to walk our feet out into our wide turned out position. So let's bring the towel taut. Arms reach up and overhead, ribs and abs in. Lift the toes. Inhale to turn out. Inhale, parallel. Exhale, turn out. Exhale, parallel. And then a full breath to turn it out. So, thinking of, if you place the towel on the shoulder, the towel should be on the inside of the heel. Shouldn't be too far out. Shouldn't be on the inside. So right about shoulders slightly inside of your heel. Roughly around there, that's your wide second position turned out. And again, take a little plie, make sure the knees are going directly over those toes. You're not overdoing that rotation through the ankles. The turn out is coming from the hip, from the femur. So once we're here, I want you to think of those heels pulling into the midline, engaging the inside of the legs, pulling up through the abdominals, and then creating that sense of length all the way out through the crown of the head. From here, we're going to bring the towel taut. Remember, double the width of the collarbone. Measure if you need to. Just take an inhale to lift those arms up. Exhale, draw the shoulders down the back. Ribs and abs in. We're going to go into our side bending. So the legs and the hips will stay in place. I want you to find that length through the girdle, through the trunk. Exhale, go into your side bend. Then a full breath to pull back to center. Up and over to the other side. Full breath to pull it back. And again, we go sideways. You're thinking of working within a toaster slot. And then pull back to center. Or as if you have a wall in front and behind you, you only have that space to side bend. And back. Keep going. Shoulders down the back, creating length through the spine to go over into that side bend, and then bring it back to center. Now, very important thing as well, as we go into our side bend, make sure you keep that relationship of the arms and the head. So it's not side bending from the arms, you're thinking of the spine, right? From crown of the head all the way to the base of the tailbone, entire spine, adding the head to that. It's reaching into that side bend, flexion, and then you pull it back up, other side. Bring it back to center. Let's take it into a deeper, add a little plie, arms reach down. And exhale to lift, just to reset the legs. Again, plie. And lengthen. Now, we're going to take 2 breaths to go into a deeper side bend here. Ribs and abs and heels pulling in. Feel that length through the lower back. Take a full breath to lengthen, go up and over into your side bend. Second breath to go deeper, trying to bring that towel vertical. And then a full breath to pull back to center. So you have 2 breaths into the side bend, 1 breath to pull it up. Here we go, other side. Center, take a plie to lower those arms, and exhale to lift. Again, plie. So that was our advanced side bend, going into that full range. 2 more, plie. We're gonna add an arm reach here. Last one to that side bend. And hold it. Again, inner thighs pull in, lifting out of those hips, ribs, abs, and shoulders are down. Full breath to find that full range side bend. Top arm will stay in place. You're going to release the towel through that bottom arm. You're going to reach the arm forward. Exhale, reach back. 2 more. Maintain your placement in space. Reach for that towel taut and pull back to center. Find a plie. And exhale to lengthen. 1 more time, plie. Other side. Full breath into your full range. Top arm stays in place, shoulder down, and we release, reach forward, arm reaches back again. 2, and last. Reach for that towel tucked, and let's bring it back overhead. Take a plie, and then lengthen those arms. One more time. Plie, and center. Let's roll it down in 2 breaths. Relax the towel on the floor. Get a little break. Shift your hips side to side. Ribs in, abs in. 2 more. Head is heavy. Find your center. Take a plie and extend. Again, bend and lengthen. One more time. Plie and center. Head heavy. Bring the towel with you as you come up again. Rolling up through the spine, all the way up to nice vertical. Okay, let's bring the towel top. To that same movement, we're adding a plie. So as we add that arm reach, we're adding a plie, maintaining that deep side bend. So measure the towel if you need to. Bring the towel top. Pull up through the midline and the magnets, lifting tall. Full breath to lift those arms overhead. Side bend over, full breath. Release the towel and we plie, reach forward, extend the legs, arm reaches behind you. Plie, arm reaches forward, extend through the legs, arm reaches. 2 more. Pulling up through your top magnet, through those inner thighs. Last one. Reach for the towel tucked. Pull back to center. Keep it center, take a bend. And exhale to lift. Reset the body. And up, ribs in, abs in, up and over. Here we go, release the towel. 2 more. Plie and extend, pull up to your top magnet, last one. Hold it, reach for the towel, bring it tucked, and lift those arms up. Arms come down, roll the shoulders back. One more roll, and center. Drop the right ear, and back. Drop the left, and center. Take a plie, hands on your thighs. And just leave the towel, let the towel hang on your legs. Hands on the thighs, we're gonna drop that right shoulder towards the left knee, and then pull it back. And then we switch, and exhale back to center. 2 more. Last one. And let's lengthen back up, walk it in. One more piece. So we're gonna add the towel sweep. So again, standing on that wide turned out position, find that towel grip, double breath. Bring the towel top. Arms reach up and overhead, ribs in. Let's just do a little lunge to the side. To get the feeling, you're gonna lunge towards the right side and then pull back to center. So we're keeping the head, shoulders, ribs, and hips aligned, straight and vertical. And it's just that lunge through the leg that takes us to the side and pull back in. 2 more. Lunge and center. Last one, we lunge and hold it. Reach the arms down on the inhale. Exhale to lift. One more time. Ribs and abs in, pulling in through your magnets. Let's find that full lateral flexion again. This time, we lunge to the left side as the arms sweep across and through, and then bring it back to that side bend. And again. 2 more. Last one. And pull up to center. Other side. Two more. back to center and lower those arms. Roll the shoulders back. One more roll. And center. So we're still in that wide turned out position, holding up through the magnets, belly and ribs in. And we're going to move into our veil pattern. So pull up, bring the towel top, shoulders are down. You have a full breath to bring those arms overhead. As we lift the right foot, rotate, pivot to the right side. So you're still thinking of the hips facing and squared forward, and it's that rotation through that right leg into your right side. And then from there, we're gonna lunge forward, bring it back. Lunge forward and back. Two more lunge, keeping the weight on the outside of your feet. Last one. Pivot the right leg back to turn out. Center, arms down, other side. Lunge for 4. Your rotation is happening from your trunk, from the base of the ribs, and center. And then we lift and lower. Roll the shoulders back. Roll it back. So just to break it up a little bit, your hips stay forward. The right leg lifts and it deepens into a turnout. There will be a little bit of shift, but you're not completely rotating. That's gonna be painful on that knee. So think of keeping the hips squared, lift, turn it out. Now, the main rotation though, it's happening from the base of the rib cage. So I want you to think of lifting the ribs out of those hips, and then the rotation is happening from the base to organize it with that leg that's turning out. And we're adding the arms. So we're gonna build up into this, adding a range of motion through those arms. So find that white second, bring the towel taut, ribs and abs in, pulling up through the midline, full breath to lift those arms up, ribs stay in. So here we go, that left leg stays in place, stable, lift the right ball of foot, rotate to the right side. Find that lunge, arms reach forward, full breath to lift. One more, lift, reach behind, right behind the shoulder blades, pulse the lunge forward. Keep the weight on the outside of the feet. Hold it, pulse those arms up. We lengthen through the legs, lift, pull it back to center, other side. Let's hit the arms. Lunge to stay, hold it, just those arms up and back. Lift and forward, back to stay, hold it, pulse the lunge forward. Keep the weight on the outside of the feet. Don't let it roll in. Hold it, pulse those arms up, up. And we inhale, lift, pull it back to center. Let's flow through this movement. Roll the shoulders back. We know the pattern, we know the cues. Let's use the breath and move. So we're gonna do one part of each, no repetitions. Bring the towel top. Here we go. Lunge forward, arms forward. Keep it there. Arms reach back. Arms lift. Bring it back to center. Arms reach forward as we lunge. Keep it there, arms back. Arms reach forward. Bring it back to center. Again. exhale, take a plie. And exhale to lift. One more time, plie. And center. All right, let's give the arms a little break. So just place the towel to the side. Bring the legs together, deep breath, arms out. Let's roll it down. Bend at those knees, come into your Fletcher ball position. So plie, belly and ribs, and hollow those abs. The heels will lift as they need to. We're not forcing them up. And then pulse the shape. Thinking of the tailbone reaching towards the heels, the crown of the head towards the toe, those arms, shoulder blades, and creating that width. Last set. Walk those hands forward, knees come down, and then carefully, let's come to seated. So we're gonna come to a diamond position. I'll face you guys first. Find that diamond. Sitting right on top of the sit bones, arms just down to our sides. Reaching long, ribs and belly in again. Think of pulling up from your tailbone. We're gonna take an inhale to lift those arms up and exhale to press. Again, arms lift. 2 more. Hold it, keep the length through the crown of the head. We're gonna look to the right side, side bend over, and then a full breath, pull back to center. Over to the left side, and pull back to center again. Last one. Adding on. We're gonna inhale, look to the right as we side bend. Exhale, pull the belly in, go into a deep flexion through the spine as we trace those fingertips around your toes over the diamond. Another breath, continue to trace over towards that left hand, and then we inhale, lift to center, arm lowers. Then we switch, inhale to side bend as we look to the left hand. Exhale, contract forward, trace those arms around. Inhale, finish the circle. Exhale, lift to center. Here we go. Two more. Bring those arms out to your T. We're still sitting right on top of the sit bones here. Now, make sure your diamond, we're not completely relaxed. We're still pulling up to your top magnet. Diamond is nice and long. Think of the length of your forearm in that space and not too close. Now, from there, we're pulling up and away from the ground. We're gonna inhale, narrow the sit bones as we lift out of those hips. Exhale, contract the spine forward. Think of your spine stretch from your mat piece. Continue to round the spine until those hands meet those ankles. So belly and ribs in, full flexion from tailbone to crown of the head again, deepen that lower back, and then we pulse the spine. Two more. Let's take 2 breaths to roll and stack the spine tall as we trace those arms around. All the way through. Take an inhale, arms in. Narrow the sit bones. Exhale, contract forward. Ribs and belly in. Take a second breath. Deepen that contraction. Pulse for 2. Last set. Roll up in 2. One more time. Last set. Now from here, we're gonna roll it back. Start taking that lumbar spine towards the back, opening through the front of the hips, arms stay rounded. Keep the diamond through the legs. Inhale, lift those arms. Exhale to lengthen back down. And let's roll it up in 4. Contract forward as we sweep those arms through the sides, gathering that space. Continue to peel, bone at a time, off the floor. 2 more breaths. That last breath, pull the belly in, go up and over to pulses. Let's flow with the movement for a breath to roll it back. And up. 3, 2, last breath. Last time. Last set. Lengthen up. Now, arms to our sides, lifting tall out of those hips. Now rotate the palms forward as we hinge back on an inhale. And then rotate the palms back as we hinge forward. Again. 2 more. Last one. And back to center. Adding on. Let's move into our advanced roll up to teaser. So, arms out to a low V here, lifting tall through the spine. Just take a full breath to lift those arms up. Contract forward. 2 pulses here. We're going to roll it down in 3 breaths. Articulate through the lower back. Start lengthening through those legs. Last breath, inhale to lift those arms and then reach it back overhead. Let's roll up in 2 breaths. On your 3rd breath, you find that teaser. So 2 breaths to contract forward. Gather that space. Squeeze through those inner thighs. And then your 3rd breath, we lift to that teaser. And then pull back to your diamond pulse for 2. So let's breathe the movement and just move with it. Here we go. Lengthen the legs. Reach back. 3 breaths to teaser. Twice more. Last one, make it your best one. Pulse for 2. Into our advanced roll up to the hinge. Lifting tall out of those hips. Both arms up. Contract forward. Give me 2 sets of pulses. And let's roll back lengthen the legs. Roll it up. Scoop the belly, gather the space with those arms. Pull back to your diamond. From here, you're gonna flex the feet, reach the spine forward into a forward hinge. Arms reach to a high V, ribs in, pulse the hinge. Inhale, point the feet, lengthen back to center, arms come down. Now lift the heels, lift those arms, hinge back. Hold this hinge, keep the thighs in place in space as we extend the right leg out and pull back in. Extend the left leg out and pull back in. Keep growing longer through the back line of the spine. Last one. Round those arms, contract back. Roll the spine down. Roll up in 3 breaths into that forward hinge. Think of the back line of your spine. Ribs are in. Point the feet, lift. Heels up, arms up. Hinge back. Start with the left leg, extend. Pull back in. The right, keep growing taller through the back line of the spine. The left, we're taking that front wall back into our hinge. Last one. Arms round, start to roll it down. Reach the arms back overhead. You can keep the knees bent or extended, your option. Curl it up, contract forward. We're pulling back to diamond through the legs if the legs were extended. And then take it into that forward hinge and pulse. Last set. Inhale, lengthen up. Point the feet and lower it down. Good. Bring the legs in. So, we'll start facing towards the side. And then actually, let's bring the heels towards our right heels towards our right boot. So going into our 360 degree to roll up. So I'm just gonna move through this. Take a breath, follow the movement, we'll go slowly through it. So reaching those hands behind you, we're gonna take a full breath to lift the right arm up and bring it back. Just to get that feeling up and back. Bring the legs around. Just do that with those arms. So left arm lifts. One more. Good. Let's switch the legs again. So, starting here, hands behind. Grab a full breath to bring the legs to the right side. On a double inhale, we're gonna lift the arm, rotate, exhale, drop. From here, bring those legs towards the front, find a diamond, arms come up, contract forward, keeping the diamond, we roll it back in 2. Arms reach back overhead, let's roll up in 2. As we come up, take it to your left side, right arm reaches up, pulsing from the shoulder as we reach, reach. Taking the arm up, and we close back to our starting point. So here we go, switch the legs, full breath. Double inhale with the left arm. Bring those legs around to that diamond. Circle those arms up and around, contract. Roll it back into. Arms reach back overhead. Roll up into. And reach towards that left side. Pulse from the shoulder going up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and and close those legs. Back to our starting point. We switch the knees. Double inhale with the arm. Circle the diamond around, face the back, arms up, contract forward, roll it back into. Roll up into. Reach towards that left side, pulsing the arm as we reach up, up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and close those knees. Switch the leg. Double inhale. Roll back into. Arms reach overhead. Roll up into. Let's bring it onto all fours, hands and knees. Magnets together. Lift the feet, tuck the toes. Press those hips up to the ceiling. Now, actively press to the heels of the hands. So you can bring those hips a little bit higher towards the ceiling, creating the length through the spine. Shoulders down the back, away from the ears. We're gonna lift those heels to a releve and lower. Heels come up and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Up. Bring the heels up, hold it. Reach the right leg behind you, point the toe. We're gonna lift the leg up and pull back in. Try to keep those hips squared. And in. 2 more. Lift and in. Hold it. Pulse the right leg up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. Hold it. Lower the left heel and lift. Heel reaches down and up. 2 more. Lower and lift. Last one. And bring it back down. Drop the heels. Releve. Deepen the fold of the hip. Point through that opposite foot. Reach long to lift and lower. Tap the floor. Ribs and abs in. We lift and lower. 2 more. Up. Lift to stay. Hold it. Pulse it. Last set. Keep reaching up through that left hamstring as we lower the right heel and roll up. Again, lower and lift. 2 more. Last one. And you're gonna bring the knee in, bend at the knees, and lengthen. Again, bend at the knees, and lengthen. One more time. Bend and lengthen. Bring the left foot in, keep the releve. Reach the right leg up. Bend at those knees. Pull in. 2. Last one. And bring it back down. Lower the heels. Heels come up. Come back to all fours. Hands and knees. Take a full breath to round the back. And lengthen. Again, round the spine. And lengthen. One more time. Press those hips back. Take a breath. Hips towards the heels. Stretch those arms long. Walk your hands to your right side. Left hand on top of the right hand. And then deepen the stretch on that left side seam. Breathing into the back of the left ribs. Opening up that left side. Alternate side. Opposite hand on top of the left hand. Or whichever side you're working on. And then stretch that side seam. Breathing into that side rib. 2 more. And last. Bring it back to center. Come back to all fours, lift the feet, tuck the toes, press those hips up. And we're going to walk the feet towards the hands, rounding through the spine. Pulse it for 2. Last set. And let's roll up into. Letting the head be the last thing to roll up. Roll the shoulders back. Roll it back. 2 more rolls. Release any tension through the spine. 1 more roll. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, toe breath. Last one. And you're done. It's fine. Thank you.